Greetings, disc golf fans. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with Bobby Cox.
How's it going, everyone?
Welcome back to the back nine of the 2019 Nick Hyde Memorial, sponsored by Southwest Funding and Heiserbaum Discs, powered by Innova Champion Discs. Once again, this coverage is brought to you by Wade's RV in Glenpool, Oklahoma, off of Highway 75 and 161st. If you guys are looking for an RV or a pull-along trailer, they got a great selection, and make sure to check them out on their website at wadesrv.com. So far, we've got a good round going here. Philo Brathwaite and Kyle Barnhouse leading the pack at 12 under par. We got Reid Frescura one back at 11, and then we got James Conrad sitting at 9 under par. So, getting straight into it, we got hole 10. This is a par 4, 492 feet. It carries right basically the entire way. Ideally, you just want to throw a forehand or a straight mid-range or putter shot up to this landing zone. Where this mulch is, and then you have a dead straight shot to the basket. Not an easy shot at that, but kind of a fun fact. Yesterday this played the 6th most difficult hole, but this round it plays the 3rd most difficult hole.
I can see that.
I'm thinking because of the rain, maybe discs are slipping out, and this is another one of those holes where you just can't get into the rough. But if you play it right, it can be really easy. If you don't, it'll be probably a 5 or 6.
Yeah, and I kind of like the backhand slight turnover shot just because it's a little more gentle on the ground. You don't get a big skip. And this hole really is just all positioning. You really just want to be right in the middle. It doesn't really matter how far you go. And go get that 3.
Yeah. Kyle's shot went not where you want to be at all.
Yeah,
it's
it came out
just
of his
the
hand,
death zone.
Came out of his hand super high, and he knew it immediately.
Yeah. It's Philo. Looks like he's taking one of those rocks. Gonna turn it over.
Get negative. Come on.
That's looking nice as long.
Yeah, just a little bit wide.
Good line though.
Yeah, it was moving for sure.
Got James. Looks like he's lining up a putter or mid. And that's looking really nice.
Little deep, but that's a good mistake.
He'll be on the left side there. He might have to, there's not really a backhand where he's at. He might have to throw a little forehand flex, which James is not necessarily known for.
Yeah, he's not comfortable throwing that, but, I mean, all these guys are so good they can manage to do everything. Ooh, very good kick there.
Yeah.
Got a little sneaky through the branches and then ended up in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, he'll be a little bit down the hill, so it might be a blind shot, but we'll see. Kyle's just forced to pitch out.
Oh, I was trying to figure out where he was throwing that. Okay.
Yeah, no, he was literally just pitching out because there's nothing.
And we saw some guys on in the field actually take a massive hyzer off the tee and go out into like the different fairway.
Yeah.
Out in the open on the right side, and then just throw like a big sky hyzer to the basket.
Yeah, the course designer didn't put a Mando there, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, there's definitely be a Mando.
Yeah.
Oh, and Philo sticks on the bridge.
Yeah, haven't seen that yet.
Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems.
The bridge to Parabithia.
And Reid just getting that a little bit too high. But, I mean, he kind of had to get it high anyways. Going it uphill.
And, yeah, James, like I said, is just going to have to opt for that forehand.
Good kick, though.
Yeah, he threw that a little bit too high. A little bit too much Anheuser on that. Looks like he's going to have to lay up for his par.
Do it! Oh, my God.
And that was close from Reid.
That was so close.
Great upshot.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
He's looking at his hand.
Yeah.
Got a little wet.
It's slippery out there right now.
And this is like a great combination of mud and clay, so it just sticks to everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of clay out here, so you'll be walking, and then you look down, and it's like your feet feel like 10 pounds heavier, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah. And I saw some people say that they should have some brooms out there, but there's no like wiping up that clay.
Literally.
And that thing is there to stay.
The clay is going to stick straight on it.
Yeah.
This is a great recovery shot from Kyle here. This is to save par, I believe, from him.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit left.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite capitalize on the good upshot there. Here's James, just tapping in a bogey.
Yeah, a little more confident of a stroke than that front nine.
Reid tapping in par as well.
Kyle with the unfortunate bogey there.
Yeah.
Almost had a good save.
Yep. All right, we are on hole 11. This is a par 3. This plays the easiest hole on the course, and
As
it's,
it should.
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's some gaps right off the tee, which shouldn't be a problem for these guys. You're ideally just wanting to throw a soft forehand, have it skip up to the basket. Nothing too dangerous about this hole, really.
Yeah.
Expecting to see star par or a star frame. Definitely not a star par. That would be terrible.
That'd be not good at all.
Got a rare forehand from Philo.
That's really all you gotta do is just play the skip shot.
Yeah, a little bit short. He'll have about a 35 foot putt to get his bird. This is a great lefty hole. Just flipping one out there.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was gonna take that left side with the hyzer gap, but that worked
Yeah.
just out. That worked just fine.
We got Kyle pumping out a forehand there. Keeping it nice and low.
Yeah, he didn't give it time to get that hyzer angle for the skip.
Yeah, he just needed a little bit higher. This is James throwing an AVR up the gut. Gets a decent redirect for hitting that tree.
That's about as good as a redirect can get.
Yeah, and he's going to be about 80 feet.
Having an ante around that low ceiling.
Gave it a good run. We'll have to tap in for par. And this is going to be a tricky putt from Kyle because those branches are hanging pretty low, so he's just going to have to laser that underneath those. Oh, just barely am side, but a really good effort from Kyle there. This is Philo for the birdie. Just leaving it too high.
Yeah, Philo and James are just really struggling with the putter.
Yeah, not putting like they usually do.
Yeah. I mean, Philo could be 4 or 5 strokes better than he is right now.
Mm-hmm. And he's
Same
not-
with James, actually.
Yep. And we got Reid with the lone birdie on the card.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Yeah. Very weird to see. Everybody else tapping in their pars. And with that, we will move on to hole 12. This hole is pretty hard. It carries
to say the least.
Yeah, it's a par 4, 655 feet. It just carries downhill for about, I'd say, 400 feet. And then it cuts left, and the basket is tucked on the edge of these trees. Ideally, you want to throw a distance driver, have it flip up flat, and just ride straight for as long as it can, and hopefully end up in this field here. That way you'll have a open upshot.
Yeah, and if you have the power, the big kind of anti-flex stall shot is the way to go. Just eliminate those cedar trees in general, because getting stuck underneath there, you're really not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah. This is Reid.
He's going big flex shot, just trying to get out in that open field.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
Oh yeah, that is prime position. Nothing in your way, just a nice and easy upshot.
Yep. Here's Philo. This is looking nice. If it can stay straight for a while.
That's the thing. It's got to be so straight the entire way.
Yeah. And it's hard to get that touch just to like make it stay that straight without it turning right either, because there is that OB line on the right side.
And the fact that it's downhill, I mean, all kinds of things can make this hole super difficult.
And actually, just like I was saying, Reid just that turned over late on him, and hopefully he didn't bounce out of bounds.
Yeah, there's an OB line over there. James going full send. And it's paying off.
Yeah, that's looking nice. It's clipping a tree. Oh, ended up right there on the old tee pad.
Yeah.
He'll have an easy upshot there as well. Philo forced to throw out a forehand.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was trying to go with the roller there or just kind of like a big anti-flex shot, but he's going to have to settle for a par, assuming he can get up and down.
And Kyle, a good out from where he was at.
Yeah.
That's very thick in there, so he'll be able to salvage a par there. This is James after a great drive.
Great upshot as well.
Yeah, played this hole absolutely perfect. And that is Reid after a really good drive. He'll have a tap in birdie.
Yeah, and Philo cannot afford a bogey this hole.
No.
Oh, and he did go a little bit deep.
A little bit deep, a little bit right. Hopefully he can make that putt.
Ooh, that was a good run.
Yeah, great run from Kyle there. It's going to be Philo to save par.
Ooh, it almost came out. She wanted to come out.
That backside of the cage, saving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good par save from Philo from where he was at.
Yeah.
He was like right in the middle of that tree.
Well, in that front nine, or not front nine, the first round we saw Nate Perkins just having to pitch out just 10 feet in front of him.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything from in there.
Yeah, that's a good birdie from James. He's let the hair down.
Yeah.
Brought the hair tie.
Airing it out.
I don't know how he can play like that. I mean, I
dude.
have long hair, and like if I don't have a hat on or like a hair tie or something, like I'm literally like on my follow through, it's like whipping in my face.
Yeah, I guess you just get used to it.
And he's got way longer hair than I do.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Paige Bierkes is kind of the same way. She doesn't put her hair in a tie either.
He's just used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, hole 13. This is a par 4, 593 feet. You're really just wanting to throw a mid-range or a putter out here, or you can throw a forehand. You want to be on the left side of these trees here. As you can see, there's the skinny trees just lining right dead center in the fairway. On this right side, there's not, I mean, there is a line, but not as clear of a line as you want, which is why you want to stay on that left side.
Super tricky drive, honestly. Because if you get in that little stretch of trees right in the middle, I mean, you don't have anything.
Yeah. Or if you
go deep,
if you
go too straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your disc holds too straight, then you're just in jail.
And you never really know if it's a good drive until you walk up there.
Yeah.
I found that out the hard way.
Reid, he'll have a tricky upshot from there, just being right in the middle of those skinny trees.
Oh no, turn.
James is not getting the turn that he wants. And that's going to be a tricky upshot as well.
Hey, but it's doable. We saw Zach Johnson do it.
Yeah. Zach Johnson's got a monster forehand, though.
Yeah.
Philo might be a little bit closer to those trees than he wanted, but he'll be in a decent spot. And yeah, he's immediately out of his hand, knew that that was going straight into jail.
Yeah, just same mistake as James.
Yeah.
Not quite putting the turn on it. Oh, get out of there.
And that's turning a little bit too much. But he was fortunate to cut and not get into that stuff there. Yeah, this hole actually played the sixth most difficult of the day. So I'm surprised it's not higher than that.
Right.
Because, I mean, we've seen some big numbers.
Yeah, we've seen Eagle. He'll kind of get in this landing area and then just throw a grenade up to the basket.
Yeah.
But not everyone can do that, so.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, and James was just in such an awkward spot. Had to throw a forehand roller. Just didn't get the angle that he wanted.
And that was actually a pretty good shot. for that tiny gap that Reid had to throw through.
Mm-hmm.
James
This is
again
James.
sorts of the awkward lie.
He's trying to throw a hyzer and just get as close to the basket as he can.
Yeah, I mean the angle that he was at, I don't see how there's any way to get parked from there.
Yeah. Kyle, not sure if he was trying to play the skip and just throw it low, but the clay just kind of stopped it.
Philo had that angle perfect, just a little bit short.
Yeah. James is going to have a similar angle to that. Reid leaving that way too left.
Yeah, sometimes whenever you try to like put it from a long distance, you try to get like all you have into it, it just kind of falls out of your hands sometimes. I don't know what it is about it. 'Cause you don't really practice those as much.
James just kind of soaring that over the basket. This is Reid to save par.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, just didn't get a clean release there.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate bogey from James. Yeah, if your drive goes too straight, I mean you're almost guaranteed a big number unless you have a monster forehand like Zach or Nate Perkins. It's hard to get all the way to the basket pinched off like that.
Yeah.
And Reid with a good par. I think he's taken the lone par. Everybody else bogey. All right, hole 14. This is a par 3, 365 feet. The clearest line here is going to be on this left side. As you can see, there's a bunch of trees lining down the center of the fairway. If you have a forehand, that is ideal. You just want to throw something out and have it skip up to the basket. There is some guardian trees on that left side that you want to avoid. We did see Zach hit those yesterday, but as long as you get in front of those, you'll have a really good look for your birdie.
If I was gonna be taking that backhand route,
So hard.
really tight line. Yeah.
Yeah. He's taking it out right.
Nice kick there.
Yeah, good redirect from the tree.
Gave him a chance for the birdie.
He'll still have about 50 feet though. And this is a great lefty hole for Reid.
Yeah. Now let's get to the point where these tee pads. I mean, you gotta be careful. You gotta take it nice and slow.
Yep. And Reid throwing out a nice shot. He'll be about circle's edge from there. Might be just inside.
Yeah, you can see a little slippage there from James.
This is looking like a nice shot though.
Oh yeah.
A little bit deep, but should be able to make that putt. Looks like we got Kyle lining up the backhand line as well.
Do you ever lay the towel down on the tee pads?
I don't.
I
don't really play in rain and all that.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
No, I haven't. But I'm not on the pro level. Like, I'm not worried
Where
about
it really matters.
Yeah, where it really matters. I'm
Even
just
in
like,
sanctioned tournaments, you're like, I can afford to lose a couple strokes.
Yeah.
It's not gonna kill me.
Come on, man. That was
Philo just leaving that a little bit too high and left.
Beautiful stroke there by
with the-
Reid.
Yeah. That'll move him to 14 under par.
Yeah, and at this point, I don't know how he did it, but Eagle just went on an absolute tear.
Yeah, he was, 12 down through 13?
It was something like that.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
In the rain, too, because they started 30 minutes after us. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, by hole 2 for them, it was raining.
Whenever
It was
Eagle's
coming
in
down.
striking distance, he just goes all out. That was a great birdie by James. We haven't seen many birdies from him this round, but converts there.
Yeah, it was a good putt. A little bit more of the James everybody's used to seeing.
Right.
This is Kyle for par. And he will stay at 10 under par. All right, hole 15. This is a par 3, 238 feet. One of the shorter holes on this course. You really just wanted to throw a flex forehand line around this left side gap. If you have good touch on your backhand, you can throw a dead straight putter shot through this tight gap here. We saw Nate Perkins first round throw a Spike Heiser forehand around the left side, which is
Sneaky.
there. It is. It's. I mean,
You have to get low.
Yeah, you have to get low and like actually look at it, because you can't see it if you're standing back behind the tee.
And Reid just lacing that straight line.
James gonna try and flex something and just catches that tree in the middle of the fairway. This is Philo going for that flex forehand.
Yeah, kind of surprised by this.
Yeah, it's got that Ricky Destroyer. And that is a very good tree there. That might have been skipping OB. But he's got a decent look for birdie from there now.
Get off that.
Just barely takes that kick, and he's going to be about 60 feet short. And James.
It seems like he's missing right on like most of his putts.
Yeah, it's almost like his putters are like standing up straight, and
like
I don't know. He just needs to get a little bit more hyzer on him or something.
Yeah, they're just not getting the bite at the end.
Yeah. Philo. Not happy with that. He's just gonna tap in for the 3 there. Just barely too high. But Reid to keep the train. Oh my goodness.
And
I didn't know that happened.
He kind of rushed that.
He did, but he did kind of bolt it towards the dead center pole.
He threw that very hard.
Yeah. But
man, that's no fun.
yeah, not
especially when you're kind of killing the round, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like we got a star par there.
Mm-hmm.
Reid not happy about that.
Yeah, we saw Eagle do the same thing on the first round on this exact same hole.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hole 16. This is a par 5, 783 feet. You have 2 gaps off the tee. There's this left side gap, which is more open. You can throw something straight that has some late turn on it and just get as far up the fairway as you can. There is also a hyzer line that we see most of these guys taking on the right side. It kind of takes the trees out of play, and
Absolutely.
you can get it way up there as long as you hit the gap initially. If you don't, it's very tricky. But you're pretty much just trying to bomb one down there, and then you lay up in between these pine trees, and then have an easy little upshot for your 4.
Yeah, super challenging hole. The drive is super important. You want to get as far up there as possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, when it closes up to that green, it gets even tougher.
Oh yeah.
There's also an OB line on the left side of the rough. Not right here, but when you go down that little tunnel towards the basket, that can also cause some problems.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is
Reid.
kind of hyzering a little bit too early, but it kicks out in the middle. I think he's all right with it.
Yeah. Here's James. That is 2 turned over.
It's like that left side's a more open line, but it's more skillful. Like you really need to have like the perfect shape of the disc.
Yeah.
And Philo
just slipped straight out of his hand.
Had to have, but it took a massive skip.
There's rain problems right there. Kyle. Oh, just barely catching that skinny branch up there.
Yeah, that was getting the turn that he wanted to.
James.
Oh no.
Yeah, just turning that one, and that is gonna be a thrower.
I hate throwers.
Yeah, they're the worst, literally.
It goes thrower and then ninja branch.
Yeah, throwers and ninja branches.
On a putt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Kyle. Gonna try and get into the landing zone. Barely catches that pine tree. But he'll be in a decent spot. He should be able to salvage 4 from there.
Yeah.
And Reid, this is looking like a good shot. That must have been a really overstable disc because that just like caught edge real quick.
Right. James is trying to go over all of it.
Yeah, he's going huge hyzer.
I think he might have been playing the wind too. It was a little bit of a headwind right there. I think he was just kind of letting it stall up there and just letting it fall back.
And he ended up right there.
Great.
Really,
throw.
really good shot.
One of the better ones I've seen on this hole.
Yeah, and he's going to be about 45 short of the basket. He'll have to straddle out, most likely, on the putt. But great shot nonetheless.
And Philo didn't like that, but I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
He clearly wasn't trying to get too aggressive. I think that was a mid-range, so he'll have an open shot for his third shot.
Mm-hmm. Kyle just pulling that one right into the pine tree. And Reid catching a pine tree as well.
Oh, watch out, Gabe!
Yeah, that was close.
That actually kind of like startled me watching this just
right. That was a good upshot from Kyle there. He'll be able to tap in for 5.
This is the muddiest hole out here, you think? At least like this little
one
stretch.
of them, yeah. I had about like 6 inches of clay just caked on my shoes.
Yeah, at the end of this round, I think I weighed 20 pounds more than I do without shoes on.
Yeah. And Reid going with an overhand shot.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That was really well done.
He's like, did it work?
Yeah.
It worked, trust us.
Oh, and it looks like James. I thought he was a little bit more closer to the center of the fairway, but
Yeah, I probably didn't have enough room to get the full hyzer.
and a good par from Kyle. Definitely not what he wanted after his second shot. He set himself up pretty nicely for the birdie. And Philo.
That was actually a really, really good par save,
Yeah.
considering he drove it about 70 feet,
Oh, yeah. Damage control.
right?
That's what makes these guys good. James Conrad with a par as well. I think we've got a star par here. Yep. Reid will hold at 14 under par. All right, hole 17. This is a par 3, 342 feet. It's kind of a weird line. We saw Eagle go with a big super hyzer, which no one can do.
Forehand?
Yeah. Around the left side on the Jomez coverage. But most of these guys will be throwing a maybe flip up flat forehand and try and miss that pine tree on the left side about halfway down the fairway. Or you can go with a soft turnover shot. Just whatever you're comfortable throwing.
It should be noted, as Eagles kind of pulling away with this tournament, Reid and Paul Ulibarri are kind of fighting for second place. Yeah. It was like a 1 or 2 stroke difference at this point.
Yeah. And James, if that would have flattened out and got a little bit more on the hyzer angle, he would have skipped up really nicely to the basket. He's going to be about 45 short. Philo just keeping that one low.
I think he'll have a fairly open putt, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a long putt.
Yeah.
He'll be about 80 to 90 feet from there. Kyle throwing out a really nice turnover shot here. And yeah, he'll have an open look for his 2.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I definitely thought he was going to have somewhat of a putt, but not really.
Philo just pitching up, taking a 3. Reid, good effort. Here is James for the 2. It's just continuing the putting struggles there.
Yeah, just nothing's working for him at all.
Putting's hard in the rain, though.
This is true.
I mean,
this is very true.
if you don't get the right grip on it, it's tough.
And when it's coming down this hard,
right release.
And when it's coming down this hard, it's. I mean, you can cover your disc all you want, but by the time you're gonna be putting it, it's gonna be wet.
Yeah.
There's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. And Reid with an unfortunate par there after a great drive.
Yeah, but no one really ended up in too bad of a spot. Kind of like we saw first round, we saw Coda and a couple others just way left in those trees, and it is not good.
Yeah.
Can't do anything from over there.
Reid tapping in for par as well. He will stay at 14 under par. All right, hole 18. This is a par 5, 897 feet. This is probably one of the signature holes out here at Harry Myers. There is OB carrying all along the right side. There's 2 ways you can play this hole. You can just lay up with a forehand or a straight shot with a fairway or a distance driver, or if you have a cannon on you, you can throw a big flex shot and try and get over that OB to give yourself a look for eagle.
Yeah, even roller works out pretty well too.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it down on the right angle.
Yeah.
Looks like Reid's just gonna lay this one up.
And that is just fine. This hole, it really started to come down.
Yeah. Sideways.
Yeah, literally sideways. I was holding my umbrella sideways.
Yeah.
James is going for that big flex shot.
That's like
yeah,
the best safe shot you could possibly do.
He didn't quite try to go like super big there.
No.
Kept it safe.
Yeah, he would put way more ante on it.
But he's still got to look for eagle.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the distance to get there. Here's Philo. Just throwing out a little hyzer. Ooh.
Get over.
Barely. Oh. I thought it was already past
I
the
was
tree.
going to say, you definitely thought you'd already missed it.
Yeah.
I did too, though. Man, that thing is flippy. He threw that on a pretty decent hyzer.
Yeah, and he's going to be out of bounds there, though. Didn't quite get the full flex that he wanted. Reid's throwing out a bomb.
Yeah, just a big hyzer. Just kind of fighting that headwind.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too crazy with this kind of weather conditions.
Here's Philo. Gonna try and just lay it up to the mouth here. And that's well done.
Yeah.
He'll be able to score a birdie from there. This is Kyle after the OB stroke. And he's going to be right there next to Philo. And James, I'm sure, is going to be running an eagle here. Wow. If that's not full follow through, I don't know what is.
Yeah. And he's going to be really close to that water in a really awkward spot. He might just have to kind of throw it over the top of those trees to get towards the basket.
Reid with a really good upshot there. He'll be able to tap in the birdie. Philo keeping it nice and low.
We'll have a little tap in.
And Kyle with a good upshot as well.
Yeah, and you can see, very, very fortunate he didn't go in the water, first of all.
And James just not getting it high enough on that in-hyzer shot. Just a little bit right. And he's going to have to settle for a par.
Yeah.
And that's a good par from Reid, considering he was way back there after going OB.
Kyle.
Keep mixing them up.
And we missed Philo's drop in, but he made it.
Yeah. And Reid with a birdie to move him to 15 under par.
Yeah, he's putting together a solid round.
Yeah. All right, hole 19. This is a par 3, 485 feet. Carries all the way over this water here, and is up on the hill. There is the OB that's on the right side and left side to you, so you do have to be careful of hyzering out too soon or turning it way over OB. You really just want to throw something hard and
just crush it.
Just crush it, yeah.
Especially since it's like an uphill green, you can really just put everything you have into it.
Yeah, there is that one tree that comes into play on the right side that you have to avoid, but I'm sure they're not really thinking about that.
That kind of got a little more turn than I think he might have wanted, but that's going to end up pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe that was perfect.
Really
right.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
that's exactly what he wanted.
25 feet. Yeah, that's perfect.
That was played perfect.
Philo, and that looks like it's turning towards that tree. And yeah, he catches the top branch there, and it's going to be about 80 feet, 90 feet down the hill.
And this tee pad area, it's not really a tee pad, looks super slick.
Yeah. James with a good shot as well.
About pin high, a little bit right. Here we got Kyle.
This is looking really nice.
Get up there, climb up
Looks
there.
like the wind kind of dropped it towards the end of the flight there, but he'll still have about a 45-footer. Philo leaving that a little bit short. Kyle just leaving that a little bit low.
Looks like James has a little bit of a headwind putt here.
Slightly.
Slight.
Yeah. That is just the story of the
off.
round.
Something's off with this putt, and I'm sure he's going to fix it in about a day.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure we'll see him turn it around.
yeah.
Philo with a good par save from where he was at. And Reid with a great drive and a great round and a great finish to the tournament.
Yeah.
Congrats to Eagle for taking down Nick Hyde. Just keeping the train rolling.
Yeah, he put everyone in his back pocket and said, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and do my thing here. You guys can watch if you want, but I'm going to take that dub.
Yeah. Yeah, but as you can see, Eagle McMahon finishing at 22 under par. We had a bunch of salty rounds despite the rain.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Really good rounds. Like Ricky Wasaki shooting 12 under par, coming back after just going 2 under on the first round. Austin Hannum, you got Paul Uleberry coming back from third card to second place. So yeah, great golf from all these guys. Well, that's going to conclude our coverage of the 2019 Nick Hyde Memorial. Another shout out to our sponsor Wade's RV out in Glenpool, Oklahoma. Make sure to check out their website, wadesrv.com.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yep, we'll see you next round.